Hello, baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Orla, and this is my first ever playthrough of Dual Destinies, and it's July 22nd, 1917, oh wow, we've gone back in time. No, it's 9:17 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. And there she is, Sasha. What? I think I kept calling her Buckley at one point, which is very bad. I think it's just because I was thinking of, like, Buckley as in, like as in the freaking character from King of the Hill, which is very bad. Like, it's very bad, but I think it just, like, got mixed up in my head. I only noticed this after I edited, because it's not like I forget these characters. It's more just, like, sometimes words mess up for me. The ship's doctor and Azura were romantically involved. That's my theory, but I don't want you to know if it's really true. Azura would never get involved with that god-awful ship's doctor. But I do admit, they were friends. But would Azura send Dr. Crab's videos, I wonder? Videos? What do you mean? Azura used to send her boyfriend videos of herself teaching the orca tricks. I used to help Azura take the videos on her TV phone. This is an interesting bit of information. So we have added to now, it's like Sumeru's, Sumeru, oh my god. I need to calm down. Summer's boyfriend has videos of her using a whistle to make the orca do tricks. So TV phones can shoot videos too, huh? My dumb phone sure can't. These TV phones are amazing. They can even record sounds you and I can't hear. All the equipment used in the ship-shaped aquarium is high-tech. The ship's doctor sends away for all kinds of electronics. So all the high-tech stuff is Dr. Crab's doing, huh? Anyway, I still highly doubt Azura's boyfriend was the ship's doctor. But Dr. Crab found a charm yesterday, and he was really shaken by it. Charm? Hey, leave that alone. That belongs to Azura. What's that Azura's charm doing in the rifle's stomach? That charm just looked like your keepsake of Azura. Yeah, well, she did say she and her boyfriend had matching charms. With the ship's doctor and Azura really a couple, I can't believe it. I think Dr. Crab will be called as a witness today. This is going to be tough. There's still so many unanswered questions. But I hope to solve them all in today's trial. I believe in you two. I know you can do it. And we will, Sasha. We promise. This is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting trial because we have again, almost like not a new trial. It's still like the same trial idea, but it's a completely new trial in terms of like witnesses, in terms of like the who's up on the stand, all the defendant. Everything's gonna be like very different. July 22nd, 9:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Opening those doors. This is a really great touch. It's a fantastic touch. All rise. Court is now in session for the trial of Sasha Buckler. The defense is ready. Keep Taka under control, Blackwell, okay? Ready. Now I'm completely thrown off. Very good. It appears that both the prosecution and the defense are ready. Yesterday, it was proven that the orca was not guilty and the victim fell to his death. Prosecutor Blackwell, did your investigation of the orca pool turn up anything? It did. We found a blood stain from the victim at the bottom of the pool. On this. My, what a frightening looking rock. Are you saying it has a blood stain on it? Just looking at it gives me the willies. So can we assume that there was no water in the pool at the time of the incident? Very good. What a clever little deduction. We know there was some water in the pool because there's like a partition they create for the orca. While they're like cleaning the area or whatever. There's like a little partition at the end. Oh, well, it's nice to get a compliment from the prosecution for a change. Oh god, he's butter. He's me. Prosecutor Black was completely tamed the judge with his carrot and stick approach. I guess I should have brought a few carrots on my own. Right, moving along. I prepared a witness. Buckler was the only one who entered that room when there was no water in the pool. The witness will prove that. But she also, like, lost her card, right? Come to the stand, witness. Here we go. Here's the first witness. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Dr. Herman Crab. Name and occupation. Oh, there, yeah. Sniper, stay in there. Who is that cute little creature? I'm Phoenix Wright, thank you. Such a restless bird. Quite unlike Taka. You wish you could be like Sniper. You wish. Wow, chalk one up for Taka. He shut Sniper down with a single sound. That's not all there. We've been shut up with single sounds before. We've been shut up with coffee to the face. That doesn't mean we're not as good as those people. Son of a gun. Dr. Herman Crab, ship-shape aquarium veterinarian. And could you tell us the name of your cute little friend there as well? Your Honor, please focus on the case. But it's important to learn all we can about the witness. This is Sniper. Sniper's the best. Sniper's a king. Oh, sorry, can still be a king. King Queen. She's the offspring of a penguin named Rifle. Sniper lives in my hair. She might cause a commotion now and then, but please try to ignore her. I was originally going to call the animal keeper to the stand, but he refused to testify, so I settled on the veterinarian. Do you get punished for not testifying in real life? Is that something that happens? Now tell us, why was the defendant in the orca pool room when the water was drained? Or we're going right into the testimony. We're just going right into it. Let's go. Let's go. Cleaning the orca pool room. In the early morning hours of July 20th, Sasha was cleaning the orca pool room. Sasha and Jack Shipley, the owner, were scheduled to do the cleaning together. During the cleaning, the pool water is drained. While the cleaning was going on, Marlon was taking care of the orca in the show pool. The pool water would never be drained unless the pool was being cleaned. We know this isn't true. We know that isn't true because they literally drained it when we were there. And he had a little partition area. And your claim is that the victim was made to fall to his death during the cleaning? Only Buckler and the owner had the security card necessary to enter the orca pool room. And we already know from the security company's record of card usage that the defendant was in the orca pool room during the time of cleaning. The witness testimony and the record of security card footage are conclusive evidence. So no one besides the defendant was at the scene and the water in the pool was drained. Oh, the judge already seems to be leaning towards the... Phoenix, this happens every trial, okay? We can do this. Let's pep up a bit, okay? Because goddammit, this judge leans towards the prosecution in the first 2 seconds of every trial. We gotta do this, Phoenix. We gotta do this. By the way, again, I say it all the time because people sometimes will be like, that's how trials work. I was like, yeah, 100%. I'm not insulting the game. I'm saying that's actually like it's good writing what they do. They have the judge like lean towards the prosecution, which puts the pressure on us, which makes it more tension filled, right? Right? That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. Like, I'm just joking around with Phoenix that we should goddamn know by now we're gonna have an uphill battle. We have to strike fast. Your Honor, we're ready for the cross-examination now. Yes, of course. Please proceed then. Athena just going right into it. The power of youth comes in handy at times like this. Well, like, Athena... What age is Phoenix, by the way? Do we have an age? We know that, like, Apollo, the cutest man who ever lived, is 23. I think if he's, like, only, like... How do I say? Like, if he was... Let me do the math here. Since Trucy is now 16 when she was 15 in the last game, right? If I remember correctly, I could be wrong, he's in like his 30s, right? He's in his 30s, like mid-30s, I'm guessing. Which isn't old at all, not even close to being old. But Athena, well done, really clutch coming in like that, thank you. I think Athena felt it too, she's like, hey, we gotta strike now. Like I was saying, we gotta do it now. And I guess there is a lot of ring rust when it comes to, or court rust, you could say, when it comes to Phoenix with this stuff. Cleaning the orca pool room. In the early morning hours of July 20th, there's one thing... Okay, let's take it. Sasha was cleaning the orca pool room. Sasha and Jack Shipley, the owner, were scheduled to do the cleaning together. We can press this, but like again, I think the last one is pretty apparent that he's not telling the truth. But Miss Buckler said that Miss Shipley never showed up to help with the cleaning. I don't know anything about that. All I know is that it was what was on the schedule. Maybe they changed plans? They probably felt awkward with each other after their fight. In any case, there's no proof the victim entered the orca pool room during cleaning. Objection. No, don't object to me, please. Let me win. If you don't stop your yammering, I will pull your tongue out and barbecue it. Do you have to be so violent? Now you know what Apollo went through. Proof or none, the victim must have entered the pool room during cleaning. Witness, tell him why. Jack must have entered the Orca pool room. The reason I think so is because I love the way they do this where they transition into the next line. The record card uses shows that the Sasha entered the Orca pool room. During the cleaning, the pool water is drained. Let's press this just so we can have maybe something stronger for the fifth one as well. Maybe they'll give us some evidence or something. So the cleaning is done with the pool drained of water? That's right. They used the hoist there to lower themselves to the bottom of the pool, like we did. They can do regular cleaning with water in the pool. Water! Jesus Christ, here he is. Water in the pool. But there was an intensive session. I never cleaned my own lab, however. Don't you think it might be Jew then? I guess I can't talk though. Like when I say water, you know? It comes out like as sometimes Irish. Will Sasha and Marlon come in and clean for me on occasion? But I'm too busy myself. I've animals to look after, like this one for example. Such an adorable little creature lends cheer to this bleak courtroom. That's what I say every time Apollo enters the courtroom. Your reaction to Talk was very different as oh no, he's feeling bad. Oh, Talk is a fine bro too, of course. Please continue, Dr. Crab. Quickly now. As I was saying, Sasha was cleaning the Orca pool room. While the cleaning was going on, Marlon was taking care of the Orca in the show pool. I want to press this too.
Hold it!
So Orla was moved all the way over to the show pool? Why is that? Well, it wouldn't do to get her covered in cleanser now, would it? True. Of course she was moved. You don't take a bath while you're cleaning the tub, do you? You don't? Excellent point. I usually clean the tub after I take a bath myself. I was assigned to cleaning the shower stalls yesterday. They were cleaner than an Edo bathhouse by the time I was done. I guess the prosecutor Blackwell was the fiducious type? A little smile. I polished it so well, I bet the inmates are slipping and sliding all over right about now. And he's happy about this. This is his thing. Maybe he's not so much the facetious type, but as a prankster type. I think he actually likes, it. Some I don't think that's it either. Anyway, cleaning the Orca pool is just like cleaning the tub. The pool water would never be drained unless the pool was being cleaned.
Hold it!
Press this as well. There's no possibility it'll be drained at any time other than during the cleaning? None. Shot down with a single word. Why are you so certain? Think about it. If the pool water were drained, what would happen to the Orca? They have a partition. The poor thing. Whose side are you on, Athena? She's just very empathetic. Exactly, young lady. Without water, Orla would be all right for a short period of time. But anything longer than that would pose a serious risk. She could even die. So the fact that Orla's alive and well is proof that the water wasn't drained on her? We know there's a partition, though. That's right. The Orca pool and the show stage are next to each other. A hoist runs between the two to move the Orca and equipment back and forth. When intensive cleaning is done, the Orca is moved to the show stage pool first. So the water is only drained while the pool is being cleared. Please add that information to your testimony. So we have to add... Okay, so we actually have to... We can... Wait. If there's no water in the pool, the Orca could die. No. We know this isn't true then. Do we have the actual... Yeah.
Objection!
There you go, buddy. There you go. I know there's a partition. If the water in the pool is drained, you say the Orca could die. But that isn't... Is that necessarily true? What are you talking about? There's a way to let the water out without harming the Orca, isn't there? Your Honor, please allow me to submit this photograph. What you think? We even got luminol on him. Or her. Oh, this is... As you can see, there was no water around the Skull Rock area. With the pool in this state, the victim could have been made to fall to his death. However, there is water on the other side of the partition, and Orla looks just fine. Son of a gun. In other words, if the partition is set up at the bottom of the pool, then the water can be drained without doing Orla any harm. There we go. Are you implying the water could have been drained at the time of other than the cleaning? Yes, there is that possibility. Dr. Crab is shaking. Looks like he has something to hide. Could it have something to do with the calendar note about the victim? About meeting the victim? It might. I'll submit it to the judge. Your Honor, please take a look at this calendar. Oh, you waved that around the court yesterday. No need to drag out your souvenir today. I love the way when the judge gets a little sassy. It actually does make me happy. It's kind of funny. You know? I don't know. Maybe I just love a little bit of sassiness from anybody. It's always very funny. Actually, I would like you to make a note of the entry for the day of the incident. Let me see here. Meet the captain at the Orca pool at 7 a.m. This note is about meeting plan with the victim. What? The defense would like to argue that at the time of the meeting, the pool may have been drained of its water. Whose calendar is that? It belongs to Dr. Herman Crab. Isn't that right, Dr. Crab? Son of a gun. So you suspect me, do you? What is that meaning, this calendar entry, Dr. Crab? Explain yourself. Fine. I was supposed to meet Jack at the Orca pool at the time. But I ended up not going. So you're saying you simply broke your promise? You can't get out of it that easily. I believe you have some explaining to do. Man, look at the back of the hair. Crazy. He's wearing sandals as well. Oh. Your blade is sharper than I thought, Wright, Dono. Yeah. But your cut was shallow. A mere surface scratch. There's a saying amongst prisoners. Do not see, hear, no speak to smooth-talking lawyers. If you think the witness is suspicious, show your proof. The calendar alone isn't good enough, huh? I have to prove the victim could have fallen to his death at that 7 a.m. meeting time. Let's put our heads together, boss. The victim could have fallen during the cleaning when the pool was completely drained. Or using the partition, it could have been at 7 a.m. with the water partially drained. What would be the major difference in circumstances between these two possibilities? What circumstances was different? The answer could really tell us something. What circumstance was different between the two possibilities of cleaning at 7 a.m.? The pool was half filled. The Orca was there. The time of day was different. Okay, so the time of day is different is probably the obvious one, right? It is a different time of day. But that's not probably like, maybe it's too obvious? We also had the pool was half filled, but I think what they're looking for probably is the Orca was there. And the reason they're looking for this is because, like, we know that was when the Orca carried the body, right? And that's what was seen by the plume. If the murder occurred at a time other than during the cleaning, the Orca must have been there. Oh, you're right. And that would mean that Orla witnessed the murder. What's this? You're sheathing your sword so soon. At least he hasn't broken out of the shackles yet. Stop yammering to each other and show me how you wield your sword. It's actually, I don't know how, like, again, I think it actually is kind of neat that they do call out the kind of like quiet talk between Phoenix and like his partner usually. All right, my sword is poised and ready. If the murder was committed at a time other than during the cleaning time, then Orla must have been present at that scene. If I can prove that the murder happened right in front of Orla, then I can prove that Miss Buckler is not guilty. This is good, this is good, this is really good. This is really good. Order, order in the court. Mr. Wright, are you implying that the Orca was a witness to the crime? That is exactly what I'm implying. And? How do you intend to prove the Orca witnessed the murder? What are you going to do? Put the Orca on the stand and cross-examine her? We literally, like, nearly did that yesterday. This is a critical point. I better think about it carefully. The defense will cross-examine Orla, continue with the crab, or present evidence. This is not good. Wait. So, if we cross-examine Orla, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Continue with crab, that's like, The reason why I'm thinking leaning toward present evidence is because I feel like they are leading you towards this, because continue with crab is just what we're doing already. Cross-examine Orla won't work. Let's try present evidence. The defense will present evidence. Evidence that will prove Orla witnessed the murder. You're going to present evidence? Knowing the defense, I thought surely you would try to cross-examine the orca. Well, yeah, maybe actually. I must say I'm a little disappointed. We all are. We all would like to cross-examine Orla, but like I don't want to give her any more pressure anymore. Geez, sorry to get your hopes up, Your Honor. Very well. Let's see this evidence then. What evidence shows that the murder took place right in front of the orca? Okay, I forgot I actually have to do the actual presenting of the evidence part. Oh, are we saying that because he landed on the rock, moved from the show pool during cleaning time, the victim struck it when he fell to his death? So are we saying that if we present this, we say that this, because, right? You would have seen it. But then I think would it be better to be like, hey, look, in this photo, because there's blood on both of them, that the orca would have seen this part? Because he would have seen, because you can say like, look, he was in the same place when this rock was here, and this was moved at the time as well. Yeah, we can go with that. We can definitely go with that. This photo indicates where we discovered luminol reactions yesterday. Okay, he's going with the luminol. By accident, we got some on the luminol testing fluid on Orla. We were then very surprised to see luminol reactions on Orla's body.
Objection!
So what of it? There's nothing odd about that. Oh, there was other marks as well. Yes. Okay, I was just thinking because, like, hey, it's right there. You can see the thing. But yeah, maybe it's because there's other marks as well. As we discussed in yesterday's trial, the orca was bleeding. Traces of the orca's blood were also found on the skull rock. The orca must have been injured herself when she rammed the rock. So that cloud of blood Mr. Bloom saw was from Orla headbutting the skull rock, was it? Skull rock updated. Okay, so the update is in the court. Orla also rammed into it. It had removed from the show pool. Those luminol reactions you saw on the orca are most likely from her headbutting.
Objection!
Oh my god, whenever you get to object to something against Blackwell, it feels good. But what's the odd of, what odd is the position of those bloodstains? Please take a good look at the photograph. Yesterday, Mr. Bloom said that the blood disappeared when Orla put on the hat. The testimony indicated that Orla's injuries were under the hat area. However, these luminol reactions are in two entirely separate areas from her injuries. True. These bloodstains can't be Orla's own blood from when she was headbutting. Then where did the blood come from? It's my firm belief that it's the victim's blood. The victim was killed right in front of Orla. And the victim's blood splattered onto Orla's body. Ah! Now it finally makes sense. Orla was a witness to the murder. So that's why. Wait, did Orla attack the skull because she saw the skull as killing... Oh, that's gonna be so sad if that's the case. She saw the skull kill Jack Shipley. No, that would be so sad. Something's wrong with Orla. What? You're right. She's listless and she's sinking. There's one more fact that indicates Orla was a witness to the murder. There's more? Oh, wow. I love when Phoenix is on a roll like this. The culprit was afraid Orla could somehow reveal what she witnessed. And that's why they did what they did. It's the only thing that makes sense. The sleeping pill. The sleeping pill. I have a present that evidence. The sleeping pill. That evidence proves the culprit thought Orla was a dangerous witness. Holy hell, we're on a roll. We're on a roll. The defense would like to submit this evidence, but as usually when we're on a roll, Blackwell will put a stick in our tires. What's this? It looks like some sort of medicine. It's a sleeping drug, Your Honor. A very powerful one. This sleeping drug was discovered in Orla's stomach yesterday. The culprit tried to drown Orla by putting her into a deep sleep. Jesus, when you say it like that, it's like, you know when you're trying to like avoid saying it? That's what it was. Tried to drown the Orca, but why? Right, don't know. Are you trying to tell us? Are you trying to tell this court that the perpetrator tried to kill the Orca off to prevent the witness from talking? Do you really expect to defeat me with that feeble attack? My sword has been drawn. I'm not about to sheet my evidence now. Great comeback. Great comeback, Phoenix. Orcas have an enormous potential for intelligence. The possibility that Orla could somehow manage to reveal the truth can't be denied. The culprit believed this possibility, and that's why they tried to kill her. Dr. Herman Crab, you purchased a sleeping drug, don't you? Didn't you? Oh, man. Does this mean the veterinarian tried to do away with the Orca? Who but a veterinarian would know better how to disguise the Orca's death? He could even prevent the police from examining Orla's body. Why, you? Are you actually accusing me of trying to murder the Orca? Oh my, a kick through the table? How dare you slander the noble profession of a veterinarian? Yeah, pretty aggressive. My goodness, one could cut the tension in the courtroom with a knife. Yeah, he's very aggressive right now. Yeah, I admit to purchasing that sleeping drug. However, it was subsequently stolen from my lab. That's such a flimsy excuse. It's the truth. What else can I say? Any one of the crew members could have entered. No, they couldn't. Wait, no. We know this isn't true because of all this stuff. Right? Because, like, why would they come into... Yeah, this is technology. Why would they come into your room when you know you're trying to hide this from the law? Like, dude, like, you wouldn't just give it to the information to any person here. You wouldn't be able to get in there. You'd lock it down. I guess that weakens my evidence quite a bit. Besides, think about it for a minute. Who was it that treated Orla after she swallowed the drug? It was I. Yeah, but dude, here's the thing, right? I like, if you are innocent, that's fantastic. But I genuinely think that that's one of those things that like any killer would do, right? Because if I like, and this is gonna be like so weird to put yourself in like that mindset where you're like, if you like give someone like a drug to like make them pass away, right? And then you had the ability to save that person. Everyone knew you had the ability to save that person. Like, say you were a doctor or like something like that, or a heart doctor, or something like, you know, some doctor of some kind. And in your building you're working in, that person you gave the drug to, someone notices the drug and you didn't expect them to notice it. And then that person is like, oh, like someone help. Dr. Crab, please help. And you didn't help. You'd be the most suspicious person in the world. You would be the most suspicious person in the world. Like, I think that makes sense, right? Like, you'd have to. You'd feel the pressure. You'd have to do something. Because if not, you are literally going to be seen as, like right now you're using it as a defense because you know it's like a defense that you could use. But I think that's why you did it. But as I recall, it took you quite a while to give that treatment. You didn't even come on your own. We had to go get you. Son of a gun. You just remember all sorts of little details, don't you, Mr. Royer? I try to. The Orca pool and the lab are far apart. It's a little wonder he didn't know Orla's condition.
Objection!
Didn't know? That's highly doubtful. As far apart as they were, Dr. Crab still had a way to know all about the Orla's condition. The defense would like to submit evidence to witness Orla's condition. Oh yeah, and we can also say this. The actual like stuff as well. Besides this having to be locked down, dude, you were watching this whole aquarium. Or, I guess, water world. The torpedo. You just had to bring that up, didn't you? With this advanced system, surely you would have known Orla's condition.
Objection!
Oh god, stop, please. Wait just 1 minute. What is this torpedo? Dr. Crab, how dare you bring a weapon of mass destruction into my courtroom? Okay, Judge. The torpedo, or the tele-observation real-time pertinent data organizer, is a data system. Until yesterday, only Dr. Crab and Mr. Shipley knew about the torpedo. It isn't legally approved in this country, so it was kept secret from the police. It's illegal? Dr. Crab, I demand an explanation. Son of a gun, you and your big mouth, Mr. Lawyer. Yes, it's true, I'm using an illegal system to monitor the creatures at the aquarium. The system uses sensors like these, and yes, there's one in the orca pool too. These sensor sound waves send sound waves through the water to gather data on the creatures. If it finds abnormalities in their condition, the torpedo alerts me with sound. Oh my goodness, how very high-tech. But if it's illegal, I will not turn a blind eye. This matter will be appropriately dealt with at a separate time. Now then, Mr. Wright, please continue. We warned him we were going to bring this up. With the torpedo, I'm sure Dr. Crab noticed the danger Orla was in. But he made no attempt to come to a raid on his own. And the reason for that is that Dr. Crab wanted Orla dead. The torpedo didn't give me a warning message. That's why I didn't know there was anything wrong with Orla. The sensor in the orca pool wasn't working during the police's investigation.
Objection!
Can you prove that statement?
Objection!
Jesus Christ. Oh no. Oh dear Lord. What's with him? Yeah, no, it's not good. It's not good. I guess it's also high tech for Prosecutor Blackwell that it's making him a little funny. No, I honestly, Thina, great idea, but like I think that he has something up his sleeve. Look, he's doing the back turn. Funny, yes. I find this all very funny. When it's those censored sound waves through the water, send sound waves through the water, correct? But what if there isn't any water? Then they wouldn't work. They would automatically switch off. I see. And where is the sensor in the orca pool located? I don't know. Jack is the one who attached it for me. Oh God. You don't know? Then I will tell you. The police found a sensor just like that one you showed us. They found it attached to the table at the bottom of the pool. The table? Do you mean the table in this photograph? The little round table? That's right. Don't you get it yet, Wright, Dono? The table is on the skull rock side of the partition. It's affixed to the bottom of the pool and can't be moved. Oh, but so if the water was drained from the skull rock side of the pool? Precisely. Without water, the torpedo sensor would not work. Oh God. He literally torpedoed us in one. Witness, when did that sensor automatically switch off? Hang on, I'll look it up. The only times lately were during cleaning 2 days ago and the investigation yesterday. Of course, I knew the pool would be drained while they cleaned it, but I had no idea they drained it for the investigation. No one let me know. That's why I didn't know about Orla's condition yesterday. It's so convenient, isn't it? It's so convenient. It works so well for him. It works so well for him. So Dr. Crab really did want to save Orla? Did you hear that, right, Dono? Yes, the water can be drained without harm to the orca if the partition is used. But the water is drained from the skull rock side if the sensor turns itself off. If the sensor was always on except for during the cleaning and the investigation, it means there must have been water in the pool at all times. It was never drained. In other words, no one but the defendant could have committed the crime. Your Honor, can I motion for a freebie? Can I motion for strike that from the record? Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. It's rough, Phoenix. It's really rough. Your Honor, I say we strike that from the record. Order on the court. I will strike that from the record. Thank you so much, Judge. This just completely shatters the defense's arguments. But the fact still remains that Orla was nearly killed during Dr. Crab's sleeping drug. Yeah.
Objection!
But aren't you forgetting one important question? When was the sleeping drug given to the orca? You're right, that hasn't been discussed yet, has it? The orca pool is the scene of the murder. The police were there all day yesterday. The only one way to give the drugs to orcas undetected is put it in her food. Yesterday, someone gave the orca food during the trial. Stop. Stop. Please stop. Someone did. I'm afraid I don't remember that. It was either Sasha or I think it was Marlon though, right? He's the feeder. You don't remember? You're not that old yet, are you? I'm not that old. The defendant was Sasha Buckler. Okay. Ah. Yeah, I remember it because it was when he. I actually remember it was when the orca did something good. She like threw fish to him. I remember the fish being thrown to him. She's waving off. Yeah, I remember that. I remember this actually. Yeah, or maybe she. Oh no, yeah, because she asked for food. Yeah. Yes. Okay, now I remember. Okay, it slipped my mind a little bit for sure. For sure. So your argument is that Miss Buckler is the one who gave the orca the drug. That'd be crazy. If that's actually the case, I will be heartbroken. The prosecution's argument hasn't changed. Buckler made the victim fall to his death, and then manipulated the orca to pin it on her. Still not satisfied, she further planned to kill the orca with that sleeping drug. I didn't hear any reports of Dr. Kraft feeding Orla. Maybe she didn't have a hand in Orla's attempted murder after all. Was there anyone else who could have fed Orla besides Sasha? If it's true, the defendant is the one who fed the sleeping drug to the orca. This is so bad. We need to do something like quick. We need Athena to jump in. Then that places even more suspicion on her than ever.
Objection!
Or us. Okay, let's go, Phoenix, let's go. The defense objects to the prosecution's claims. Well, you still have admitted defeat. Prosecutor Blackwell, I don't appreciate the way you only mention the parts that are convenient for you. Get him, Phoenix. Get him, Phoenix. I wish you could say this. I wish you could say this every, like, honestly, he probably does. We should say this every single trial at this stage. You know, when we're against Godot, Payne, not Edgeworth. Edgeworth can do what he wants. You know, we could do this. We could do this every single time. It'd be really fun. Because the thing is, like, that's what a prosecutor, and I feel like that's what makes him a good prosecutor. Can I just say that as well? What makes Blackwell super good in my book is that he mentions the things that are only convenient for him, but in the eyes of the public and the judge, it always makes sense. It's a story you can grasp onto, right? It's always like, hey, look, it's very convenient for him, but like unless we push back against it, it's such a good story for the public. Like it makes sense. You can follow the line. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? The prosecutor failed to mention that Miss Buckler wasn't the only one to feed Orla. Yeah, I knew it. Marlon fed him as well. Yeah, as you recall, there was another person who gave Orla food. Oh, you mean that person? Looks like Athena remembers now too. Congrats, Sasha. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I remember that. This is the part I was remembering. Time to celebrate. Go on, eat up. Oh, Mr. Wright, no. I don't want to believe it either, but we can't ignore the truth. The other person who fed Orla during the trial was Detective Bobby Fulbright. What if if it was a handsome person as the suspect, I'd know who it was right away. Now that you look at them like side by side, they are very much brother and sister, aren't they? Look at this. Look at this. Look at it's like it can't be denied. There he is.
Take that!
Please recall when Orla was found not guilty yesterday. Marlon Rhines gave the orca a large quantity of food. If the sleeping drug was mixed in with that food, it could be given to the orca without arousing police suspicion. Now that you mention, I do remember that flip-flopper feeding the orca. Flip-flopper, he's still saying flip-flopper. Man, these moments are crazy, like, because it's like such a very classic Phoenix Wright moment to have, and it works every time, to have like this little pushback. It's like our suspect's about to get, like, our defendant's about to get, like, backed into a corner, and we go, okay, let's push back a little bit. And, like, it just gives us, like, this tiny bit of an avenue, right? This tiny space. It's not perfect, but it works. Like, this tiny space. I see the time for a true sword fight has come. I call Marlon Rhymes to the stand. Mr. Lawyer, both Miss Orca and Marlon Rhymes are important members of our crew. I don't want to suspect either of them, but I'm ready to accept whatever the truth you find. Here's the thing. I agree, Dr. Crab. We have a job to believe in our client, and if that means that Marlon has to go down for this or you have to go down for this, our job is to make sure our client doesn't go down for this and to find out who actually did this. And I know it's sad, and I'm thinking about it like putting Marlon away. If we did have to put Marlon away, if we did have to put like someone else away, it's like, unless like, now they tried to hurt an animal, so they tried to hurt Orca, so like I'm not really going to feel that bad. But like it's one of those things where like even though we like Marlon, even though we're gonna have to like grill him just the same. Here, take this. The charm. It's the charm that matches the one Azura Summers had, isn't it? So you and Miss Summers were romantically involved, weren't you, Dr. Crab? What? No, of course not. Sorry to disappoint you, but this doesn't belong to me. At the time, I thought it was Azura, so I grabbed it. But it wasn't hers. Now it's up to you, Mr. Orla, to figure out who the charm it is. I will. Thank you, Dr. Crab. So it wasn't his charm. After all, I'm interested in the outcome of this trial too. If he's innocent, then I'm going to feel so bad because I suspect him so hard. Now then, please summon Marlon Rhymes to the witness stand. Oh, Marlon. Marlon's not going to... That's such a cool outfit, Marlon. And he has his feeding food as well. What's going on? What's everyone making that face for? Oh, Marlon. I haven't been watching the trial and nobody's told me anything. Oh, God. Marlon Rhymes, you are under suspicion for the attempted murder of the Orca. Oh, God. I see. Well, if it's already out... Marlon? What? Is he really going to admit it? Fine. I'll tell you the truth. What the hell? Marlon! The truth. Sasha's lying to protect that Orca. At 3:30 a.m. on the 20th, there was still water in the Orca pool. The incident happened before the Orca was moved to the show pool. The Orca killed the captain by bashing him. So he's changing the story again. So I thought the Orca should pay the consequences. So you did feed him the sleeping pill. Okay, hey, if this is the truth then, Miss Dr. Crab, I am very sorry. I'm very sorry. I'll apologize right now. I will apologize right now. If that's the case. Now we're back to the Orca again. Now, the sleeping pill may be true. I don't think the Orca killed him. Killed the captain, though. I did not see the testimony coming. Now, just wait 1 minute. Yes, the Orla was proven innocent. You can't do double jeopardy, yeah. Besides, you and the Orla was in the show pool during the cleaning. I didn't want to sell Sasha out. That's why I didn't want to tell the truth. But the fact is, all three of us, the captain, Sasha, and me, were cleaning the pool. But Dr. Crab and Miss Buckler both said you were at the show stage. Well, the only thing during Dr. Crab knew about the cleaning was what I told him. I didn't give him the whole lot of details either. Maybe he misunderstood. And Sasha's lying to protect the Orca. She can't tell the truth. Yeah, but the Orca can't be trialed again. They can't trial the Orca again because it's double jeopardy. Sasha put the blood in the skull rock herself to make the fake blood stain. I think it's pretty brave of her to let herself get arrested to protect the Orca. But this story also protects you a little bit too. Mr. Rhymes? How can you lie like that? It's the truth! Besides, would it be better for you if I wasn't lying? No, buddy. We need to find the truth here. If the Orca did it, you win your case. Yeah. True. What? But we need to find out the truth. This is all very hard to believe. But if Mr. Rhymes' story is true, Miss Buckler would be innocent and the Orca would be the killer. Yeah, but you can't try the Orca again. I mean, if we turned our backs on Orla, we could save Sasha. Sasha would not want that. But here's the thing, even if we couldn't trial the Orca again, that wouldn't change the fact that like the that organization for animal safety or whatever is trying to put her down, so they would just put her down. So yeah, like honestly, yeah, that makes sense. Having a witness lie to save your own client? What a dirty, underhanded tactic, right, Dono? We would never lie or forge evidence.
Objection!
Yesterday, the defense proved Orla was not guilty. We have no intention of going back on our assertion now. What are you saying, Mr. Wright? All you gotta do is admit the Orca did it and Sasha goes free. It's not that simple. It's not that simple. Isn't a lawyer supposed to act in his client's best interest? Yeah, but Orla was also her client. But that wouldn't be acting in her interest. Miss Buckler believes Orla is innocent. Yes, she would not like this. And we, of course, believe that Miss Buckler herself is innocent, too. Acting in the client's best interest is an important part of our job as lawyers. Using dirty means to win a verdict would destroy our client's faith in us. Exactly. That's right. We believe in both Miss Buckler and Orla's innocence. Every time Athena shows up, it gives me that little boost. You know, a little boost of endorphins. She's so bright and so exuberant. Huh? I just don't understand how you can treat a human and an orca equally. Sasha or the orca, you can only save one of them. No. That in your eyes. In your eyes. We need to find out why you think that. I don't know about that. I think I could save them both. All I have to do is disprove your testimony. Oh my god. Phoenix is so good at this, right? He's so good at, like, again, you're talking to, like, someone who has gone through trials like that people have said before many times, you cannot save this person. The most guilty looking people in the world Phoenix has defended, and he has worked this out, you know? The only person who was, like, actually not guilty, but the game said was guilty was Matt on guard, you know, and he was innocent. Oh yeah? Then go on ahead and try. I will do just that. If I can't tear down his testimony, I won't be able to save both of them. I have to find a weak spot and start tearing. We'll have to look through this again because I didn't really see it the first the weak spot the first time through. Love the UI in this game, by the way. Sasha's lying to protect that orca. At 3:30 a.m. on the 20th, there's still water in the orca pool. Okay, let's press this just so we can get more information on that. When the victim was killed, how much water was in the pool? It was before the pool was drained for cleaning, so it was full. You went into the orca pool room and saw this for yourself? Dr. Crabbe said that you were at the show stage.
Objection!
But it's possible that Dr. Crabbe was misinformed and that he misunderstood. Witness already explained this. Why are you taking this meaningless tack? If you want to play games, Taka here will be more than happy to play with you. Gah! We better be careful how we press the witness. Taka's watching us. Okay, so we'll have to be more careful. Okay, witness, continue. The incident happened before the orca was moved to the pool. The orca killed the captain by bashing him 30 feet high and making him slam into the water. But he didn't... No. No. Where is it? 65, it was 65 feet. Yeah, there we go. 65 feet. When lies are piled up on top of each other, contradictions start to emerge. This time, it's no different. Are you saying there's some kind of inconsistency in my testimony? That's exactly what I'm saying. You claimed that the victim was sent flying about 30 feet into the air. But the autopsy report shows the apparent cause of death from being a 65-foot fall. What? Additionally, in your testimony a moment ago, you said at 3:30 a.m. on the 20th there was still water in the orca pool. With the pool being 65 feet deep, there's now only 30 feet between the water and the ceiling. If the pool was full on water, as you claimed, it would be impossible for the victim to fall about 65 feet, as the autopsy states. Phoenix is so good. He's so good at this. Absolutely get him. Mr. Rhymes claims he was in the orca pool so he could make these statements. But the truth must be that he was at the show stage, just as Dr. Crabbe and Sasha testified. I believe that brings us back around to the orca didn't do it. I didn't believe the witness testimony from the outset. Same. I'm grateful to you, Wright, for shutting the witness up. Oh, we work it together? As I thought the only person who could have killed the victim is Sasha Buckler. No, I think it was Taka. Look at his eyes. Stop it! The fact still remains that whether the witness was the one who killed the orca or not. Son of a... Mr. Rhymes was right about one thing. His testimony was advantageous to our case. But pointing out the contradictions in his statement will only drive us into a corner. As Prosecutor Blackwell said, suspicion against Miss Buckler is now deepened. Mr. Wright, is there anything we can do? There has to be a way to prove Sasha's innocent. At a time like this, the thing to do is turn my feet. Yes, we have to turn this whole trial on its head instead of trying to prove that Sasha couldn't have done it. I have to think about what made it possible for someone else to have done it. Okay. Yeah. As long as the crime scene is the Orca pool room, then Sasha's the only one who could have committed the crime. So you have to change it to another room? The other room as well, like, that could happen is like the actual stage. No need for pity or boys, just finish him off with a swift verdict. No, don't do that. The prisoner defense has no objections. No, please, very well, I will give my verdict. No, how about no? Yes, hold it for a second. Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict. But you were so quiet, Mr. Wright. Do you have something to say now? The defense has a counter-argument. You do? Pitiful. Such desperation. You look pale. Are you sure you're prepared to make this counter-argument? The worst times are when a lawyer has to force their biggest smiles. Is that a Mia quote? That has to be a Mia quote. I'll never forget those words. Yeah, as many years ago. Of course it is. His mentor. Even though it's probably just a bluff, I'll give it to them with a smile. Yeah, exactly. It's so good. It's so good he's remembering this stuff. What if the scene of the crime was somewhere else? The scene of the crime? Somewhere else? What? You're finding fault with the police investigation now? As I understand it, the prosecution's argument is as follows. The scene of the crime was the Orca pool room. Only the defendant and the victim entered that room when there was no water in the pool. Therefore, only the defendant could have committed the crime. That is correct. But if the scene of the crime was not the Orca pool room, then somebody other than the defendant could have committed the crime. The stage is the only other place in the aquarium. Are you sure you know where this is going with this? Not really, but we'll try our best. I might not be too sure, but I can't back down now. Mr. Wright, I hope that I'm wrong, but this isn't one of your bluffs by any chance? Of course not. The judge knows me far too well, for sure. Lovely smile. And you have a theory on where the actual scene of the crime was? Yes, of course. Think, Phoenix, think. Think of a place other than the Orca pool room. There's only one place where one could fall to the one's death. There's only one other place. By all means, please share your theory with the court. Where was the real scene of the murder? Because you could easily transfer the body then over to here. Because it was like easily transferable.
Take that!
The show stage pool might have been drained of water at some point as well. And if so, it would just be possible to fall to one's death at the pool. Right, Dono. What you're doing is a disgrace to your profession. I sincerely hope you have some basis for what you're suggesting. Of course I do. I will as soon as I think of something. Oh my god, he's me! He's me! For real! The victim's body was found in the Orca pool room. How do you explain that? The crane?
Objection!
How about if, after the victim was killed in the show stage pool, his body was moved to the Orca pool? How about if? What kind of presentation of your argument is that? Your Honor, please. You'd better have a reasonable explanation of how the body was moved. There's no turning back now. I have to think of a way the body could have been moved. Was there something at the scene that could have been used to move the body? Yes. Yes. This thing here. The like little crane things.
Take that!
The hoist runs between the Orca pool room and the show stage. This is so good. This is so good. We're changing the entire idea of this trial. The stretcher can be hung from the hoist to move things like Orla or the skull rock. The stretcher could also have been used to move the dead body. Yes, if the stretcher can move the Orca or the skull rock, it seems likely it could also move a dead body as well. Wow, somehow that worked. I just might be able to pull this off. If the show pool was the scene of the crime, somebody else could have done it.
Objection!
Oh my god, I love when we turn this around, but obviously, like, your desperate dispute conjecture, now you make up a crime scene? Sorry, I let something drop there. Apologies. Ah! Not again! You don't have a soul of a warrior. You don't deserve to be on the battlefield. And even your fabrication is half-baked. What do you mean half-baked? The hoist can be operated from the Orca pool room only. And the only person who entered the Orca pool room was the defendant. So even if the body was moved, oh god damn. The only one who could have moved it was the defendant herself. He always has an answer. He always has an answer for everything. Order! So it comes back to the defendant no matter which pool it was? Meaning, I can't clear Sasha either way? Sasha says she moved Orla and the Skull Rock. And I believe her. So could it be possible that she moved the body herself without being aware of it? This is, again, it's one of those things we turn around and then Blackwell's very good at just pulling us back into some sort of reality. Mr. Wright, do you have any objections to the prosecutor Blackwell's claims? Do I have an objection to the claim the defendant moved the body? You bet I have one. I have no objections. Again, is this gonna be one of those situations where we have to be like, we have to like... Because, okay, we have to think. What could we say? There's nothing we could say that could show it otherwise, right? Like, what else could we say? Like, there's no evidence to show that it couldn't have been her right now. We might, oh my god, we might have to concede. Like, and the card's gone. We gave the card back, so that's the only thing I could think of. But like, again, like, unless it was the fingerprints, but then what would that do? I think our best bet... Like, we could fake it, but I wouldn't even know what to pick here. We could fake it, but I would not know what to pick here. This is one of the situations where there's not even like a inkling of what we could do here. I wouldn't even know right now. I wouldn't even know. What we might do is we'll come back in the next one with like reinvigorated on this cliffhanger. But I'm guessing we might have to concede. But like if I can think something in between then, that'll be great. But then, like, you know, not every lawyer gets a whole day to think about it, but I guess I will. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys to Tyfire2, JB Bull, Jana the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Eskun, Yuled, Radish, Fruity, Anusa, Shabata Bread, Malcolm Kunde, Death Trap, and Link's Marky. And just because I always worry if I said it all right, it's Tyfire2, JB Bull, Jana the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Eskun, Yuled, Radish, Fruity, Anusa, Shabata Bread, Malcolm Kunde, Death Trap, and Link's Marky. And guys, let me just say this right now, right? What I think about this trial so far is that I think I have no suspicion on who. I have suspicions on, like, it could be anyone, but I think it's not going to be Sasha in the end. Could it be Marlon? Maybe. I thought it was going to be the doctor, but now I'm kind of like questioning myself as well. But that's what's so good about Phoenix Wright, is the questioning yourself also. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see how we can get Sasha off the hook. Off the crane, I guess. Off the pulley system. I don't know which one we're going to pick here. And by the way, even if you tell me, like, even if you give me some pointers on this, I won't even know, because this video will be, like, this video was recorded on, like, Thursday. You're watching this on Saturday.